Do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not?
Are you on a point of order?
An incorrigible man, rotten to the core. And that has been found by the Constitutional Court. And this story that
Honorable
you voted,
Malema.
the story
Honorable
that you
Malema.
voted majority to keep him, it doesn't make him
Honorable
a
Malema,
legitimate
that is not a
president.
point
I
of
mean, every time there's like somebody speaking for the, for the public, trying to make it, looking for the best interest for the, to the region and the country and all that, they start hating them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really absurd.
of order.
But listen to me.
Not a point of order.
But listen to me, chairperson of the institute.
And have you seen the reaction of the president, when he was confronted by Trump in this video, sitting over here like a goofball? And they showed these videos. Look at him, smiling and all that. He don't speak with that much passion and all that because he's corrupt. America loves corrupt, leaders and all that because they're acting like puppets all the time and they're just following whatever the instruction. But the moment you're trying to defy them and all that, no, this whole story it's really funny because Trump played this video that I'm gonna play right now.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land.
And this is the same guy. This is the Julius Malema. Right, the one speaking.
We require no permission from you, from the president, from...
Now, the accusation is crazy. I mean, they're saying there's a white genocide. I mean, there's just, how do you even unpack that? But like...
No one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yes. South African occupy land. That's who we are.
Now, there's this issue about the white land. Listen, I'm not an expert in South Africa. I don't know anything about that country, and I don't claim to be an expert or know anything. Just the fact that you're saying a white genocide when you have like a whole genocide happening in Gaza, right? And you're not saying anything about it. Matter of fact, you're inviting the president that is committing that genocide. And on top of that, you're funding them. like America is such a great like social experiment. Like how far can you push the propaganda? Now about the and people from Netherlands and all that, they came to South Africa like 400 years ago, 500 years ago. Basically settler colonialists, white people. And now the blacks in South Africa, as far as I understand, they want to take back that part of the land, and it creates tension and all that. And of course, you will have like white people not happy about it. Like they don't want to pay reparation. They don't even apologize. They don't want to even admit the stuff they do. Like it's so hard dealing with white people. Like sometimes like you have like some of these extremists and all that, they come up with ideas like exterminating the like the Western civilization and all that. I mean, they got a point. I mean, you might disagree with it, but like imagine how much peace and stability we can have. But
occupy land. That's who we are. Honorable members, what to do? Can we withdraw my membership from this useless parliament? Honorable.
Yes, I mean, yes, honorable I do agree with occupation of land. I mean, you can check everything, and I think the tension was between the black and whites, and the white were saying, well, you have to buy it. You have to buy the land. Well, that makes no fucking sense. You're a colonizer. And you have inflicted massacre after massacre, right? Committing all type of atrocious crimes in that country. And now we have to compensate you. This is like saying thank you to the,
Scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act.
Yes, well, that was the part where it gets people like confused. It's like, well, why he's advocating for killing? And if you listen to what he says there's no revolution without killing. And I agree with it. You cannot have a revolution without killing a bunch of motherfuckers. Like this is absolutely necessary. I heard one speech about like Malcolm X, a long time ago, and he said something like about like some interview or some journalist was asking him if you can have like a revolution that is peaceful, and he said, "Well, show me an evidence," and he got a point. You can name one freaking revolution that was peaceful. No, there's now one single instance of a revolution, and because people use this word a lot, and what they're trying to describe is not actually a revolution. It's just like some moral posture, some virtue signaling stuff like protest and all that. That's not a revolution. A revolution is always violent. There's always bloodshed, and I understand like how they want to frame it. They say, "Oh well, see, your violence over here is not justified, but when we do violence, it is justified because we white people." Like this is how they frame it. It's always the double standard. You can never evade from it. Like you can't analyze any situation without including the double standard that is imposed by the Western powers, and so it creates these weird fucking dynamics where you have to justify your violence, but they don't have to do that. And this song is so funny. I love this song.
The poor, the farmer, the poor, the farmer.
No, I spit it up a little bit, but the song says kill the boer, which is the white farmer, and that's what you fucking deserve, you bunch of colonizer pieces of shit. And the thing is like, let me slow it a little bit, because it has a rhythm to it. Yeah, well, so as far as the song, I heard like the explanation. Like I said, I'm not an expert in it, but it's not an incitation to violence or hatred or anything. He claims, and that's his own word, that the song was a struggle song, and it's part of the tradition and all that. And even the evidence, there is no evidence. I'm gonna show you. Like I have two articles over here, and they talk about like the foolishness about Donald Trump, like because every time he opened his mouth, like he's always lying. But we're gonna look at that about the evidence.
Is a white man. So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Mashaba and Soli will not be touched. They will be touched, don't worry. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness.
Shoot to kill. Yamasa. Kill the poor.
They call it the
farmer.
And so
the poor, the farmer. Pa. 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 Shoot to kill.
And so just it keeps repeating on and on and on. But I mean, he says something over here. Let me.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, we have not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared.
It doesn't matter what they understand or not. People are looking for the liberation of their nation. They're looking for freedom. They're looking for justice, and they're looking for equality. They're not looking for revenge. But he said, I cannot guarantee in the future. And that's what I said in the beginning about like the revolution.
Twitter, they freak out. It sounds like a genocidal
Crybabies.
Crybabies. That's exactly what you are. A bunch of crybabies. Yeah, when you kill people unjustified without any freaking justification. And then you brag about it, and you have like interviews and speeches, and you write books about it, and it's unjustified. It's illegal. You should never you should apologize every day, every second of your life. You should apologize for I mean, you can check just the Iraq war. There's 1 million people that you killed, unjustified. There was illegal invasion and all that. And you made up the entire story about like some fake WMDs, weapons of mass destruction. Alright? And even if they had weapons of mass destruction, you had no fucking business going over there. But see, that's just one example. Like we can use so many fucking examples, but that one alone, 1 million people that you have to apologize to. You didn't apologize to now one. See, this is the double standard that got me gets me frustrated. Now let's continue this nonsense. Okay, well, okay. At the end of the
refugee in America.
At the end, let me lower the sound. At the end, he showed this road, and even in the Western media, look. It says, this is the BBC, it says on the South African road and correctly identified as burial site by Trump. Trump's evidence of South Africa-wide genocide contains images of Democratic Republic of Congo. This is your president. And look at what he's doing to you. You know, I heard one guy, he was talking about like this, I just recently saw this video, he was saying that Westerners are incapable of telling the truth. And I was like, man, he's exaggerating. That's not possible. But then he gave the explanation and the reasoning behind his position was the fact that these Westerners are drowning in falsehood. I mean, you can't make a recipe like this is making recipe when you have a bunch of ingredients. You can only make certain recipes, like specific recipe. You can't make, like, if I give you rice and tuna, you can't make a hamburger with that. And so that was pretty much his I mean, they don't do it like intentionally, but the fact they're always lying. So if you ask the average American about South Africa, he's gonna tell you this. But look, it's not even South Africa, it's Republic of Congo. And this guy is sitting over here, he's not saying anything about the whole situation. I mean, he mentioned something about like the location, but he was shy and timid. And anyway, that's what I think. This is my point of view. If you had anything to add, leave it in the comment section below, and like, share, and subscribe, etc. And see you next time.